Hey, happy Tuesday. I know you feel blessed. I hope you feel refreshed. I'm back. We got another one. So, we are jumping into talking about scams this week. As always, I'm going to try to keep it short for those on the replay. Yesterday, we talked about the fact that they are scamming our kids, our children, um, a lot of different ways, especially on TikTok. TikTok is banned in a lot of different um, countries and stuff, and it's actually coming here to the States. So I can't wait for that because that's scary. But otherwise, this week or today, we're talking about our elders, elderly people. Um, yeah, maybe I should change the title to elderly and disabled because um, they kind of go hand in hand. There's some people who have disabilities and they might get monthly income, and instead of their funds, they're not, if they're disabled, then sometimes they don't know how to do money and things like that. So um, family members or other people that they might know could have access to their money and abuse it. So um, this could go hand in hand to both sets of people, I think. So hey Penny, good morning. Hey Sissy, good morning. Hey Joshua, good morning. Hey Tamika, good morning. Thank y'all for coming in and hitting that like button. So, as I mentioned yesterday, I've actually been scammed in one of these categories, and I'm going to be sure to let you guys know about it when I get there. I'm going to tell you the entire story because it's real out here. And one of the I was having a conversation with my daughter, and she was letting me know about the whole TikTok thing. And so that's interesting. So then I'm like, at the same time, I'm a stay at home caregiver. So I'm thinking about things that I do to try to keep my father safe. Because I um sometimes he can get like a credit card in the mail, or he can get like an offer for a car and all these type of things, and he doesn't drive or anything. So that's automatically scam. That's mail scam. And most elderly people are targeted through the mail because they're elder and they're not used to the internet or the way things move nowadays. They're used to getting mail. So if they see something in the mail like that, they think that they could think that it's legit. Just depends on who you're dealing with, depends on the situation. But my dad doesn't like junk mail, so that's kind of a benefit as well. But otherwise, it's important to try to, let's just say, to try to check on your elders. That's another thing. A lot of elderly people don't have anyone who's coming to be with them, who's coming to check on them. They don't have any, they might not even have any neighbors. They might be in a live like a senior living facility or something, and you might think that they're okay because they're there and they have all this care, maybe around the clock and all that. But actually, that's where the elders are getting hit the worst, is at the elderly communities. Because again, the employees there, the caregivers and such, they are they're messing with their money and stuff. So let's see. I actually had something that I wanted to tell you guys, but I don't know what I did with it. I had like a little article here as like an outline. But anyway, um, yeah. Hey, good morning, Miss B. I almost said Tamika. Good morning, Miss B. Thanks for coming in. So, has anyone ever heard of any elders, being scammed? In what ways do you know? I like it when you engage with me, so I just thought I would, um, you know, Shoot it out to the audience for a minute. Good morning, Frugal Mama. Thanks for coming in. Um, Besides the mail scam, there's the credit card scam, obviously, which kind of goes across the board for anybody. But a lot of elder people, a lot of them maybe have dementia. Maybe they don't have family who's looking over things for them. Maybe they're just old and stuck in their ways and they're stubborn and they don't want help. Maybe they're like, no, I got this letter in the mail and I want to read it and I want this credit card, so I'm going to do it my way. Well, in that case, that's a different story. But at least we try to be there um, for our elders, and like I said, elders and those with disabilities. Good morning, Steve. Thanks for coming in. I don't know about you, but I have a place in my heart for kids and older people. Like they just eh, most older people. Let me just say they some are just a little too much, but most of them, they actually are innocent, whether they're old or not. Anne Marie says the Social Security impersonator or someone from the police department is impersonating officers asking for money too. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. That's insane. Now, as far as the Social Security Administration, they're not ever going to send you an email. They're not ever going to um, ask you for money, obviously, but they will send you a letter in the mail and they will call you on the phone. But they have caller ID, so it's always going to pop up. It's from the Social Security Administration. So that's just something that we should share with our elderlies, like our aunts or uncles. Anybody we have. Our My mom is no longer here, but like I said, I'm here with my dad, and sometimes I had to remind him, like, he likes Facebook, right? So my dad likes to just scroll through Facebook. Most of the time, he's not talking. He's not commenting or nothing. He's just watching. Well, sometimes he'll see a food place, or he'll see like a clothing website or something like that on Facebook, and he's like, "Oh, I want this. Let me help me order this." So he'll call me. He'll say, "Tam, help me order this." So I'm like, "Where'd you get this website?" He's like, "On Facebook." And I'm like, "I don't know if that's secure, if it's safe, because a lot of hackers and things, they use Facebook to push their products and push their fake pages and stuff through, because they know that there's a lot of people, like kids and elderly people, are just scrolling through. So he's scrolling and he's clicking, and I'm like, please be careful, because it could not be the right thing. But that's just an example of being older and being set in your way. Sometimes you can't change a person's mind, but that's one way that they are getting our elders, is through the Facebook. They're dropping those ads in there, and they're clicking on them, and anything could happen. Another big one. Let's see. Hey, Miss Nunu, thanks for coming in. Who else we got? Anybody? Hey, RX Nails. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. I will be going to the funeral today for my nephew at 12:45. Oh, okay. I pray for your strength, Steve. I will be praying for you so hard. I will. And I'll be praying for your nephew even more, that he went exactly where he was supposed to go. Amen. RX says, me too. I have a soft spot for the elderly and the youth. Yep, me too. Excuse me. So here's another big one. Here's another big one that's happening, y'all. The um There's people out here, whether just depending on who they are. They're out here friending the elderly. They're trying to get close to them. They're acting like they really enjoy them, enjoy their company, enjoy their time. Heck, in some cases, they're pulling them away from their actual family members. just because the elder person might think that they got somebody who really is down for them, who really cares for them, who really got their back, but really they milking them dry. Come on now. Now y'all know I'm here to keep it real, and I can't be nothing but that. So look out for that. Look out for that. If you got older people in your life, check on your people, especially if they live by themselves or even if they don't live them by themselves. If they just randomly have a friend and they're like, "This is my buddy. I'm going over my buddy's house, going to hang out with my buddy. This is my friend." Now at this point, they've been friends for Christmas for each other, and they're buying like big Christmas gifts, like clothes or shoes or big stuff. That should be a red flag. That should be a red flag that that person is they just there because of the fact that your elderly relative is elder. They might be disabled, they might be forgetful, and they might not, but they feel like they have a friend and they feel like they would do anything for that friend. So, and that includes pushing their own family members away. So look out for people like that getting close to your elders. I know for a fact that it can happen. So, hey, Miss V, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Like I said, they milking them dry. They asking them for money. And at some point they think that they're such a friend that they don't even have to ask for money. The elder is just giving it to them. He's just wanting, or they are just wanting to buy their friend something because this is their friend. We're not really knowing that this person is just working and lurking and watching and waiting for something to happen to this elder so that they can come right up under them and snatch everything that they have or had. That hits home for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. But let's see. Let's think. Let me think. Let me think. And yeah, a lot of times elders are unaware. Absolutely. Um, it could be a case of let's just say a disability type of situation. Not only someone who might not be able to care for themselves, being careful of their surroundings, their caregivers and such, but also those who might be disabled who are able to care for themselves because maybe they're fully functional, maybe they're disabled so they get a disability check, but maybe they don't know how to count, maybe they don't know how to handle their money. So then you have their relative who's taking care of them or trying to help them along. Are they really helping them along? They could be doing something that they're not supposed to do. So let's just, I don't know. Like I said, it hits home for me. So, maybe check up on your people. Really check on your people. And like I said, you might be dealing with that one that might be a little stubborn. Um, but hopefully, one day they'll get it. At least you did your part by saying something. The only thing left to do is hand it over to God and let Him, take care of it. Most time they prey on the elderly because they know they are home alone. No one's there to lend them in the right direction. Yep, lead them in the right direction. Absolutely. They do that on purpose. Oh, yes, they do. Especially the fake friend type of situation. Because then now they're making the elder feel like they don't need anyone who's always been there for them, that they only need them. So, anyway, let's see. 6:30. Um, yeah, as far as I can think, that was pretty much short and simple because it was pretty much self-explanatory. I think we hit the most important points: the mail scamming, the credit card scamming, the internet, Facebook scamming, um, elderly, like I said, elderly, caregiver scamming, and fake friend scamming. And those are all very easy to miss if you're not checking in on your people. Very easy to miss. Um, I am looking forward to finishing this week off with this topic. Not really sure where I'm gonna go yet tomorrow, but in any situation, whoever they're scamming, the point is that there's a lot of scams out here, and we just don't want to be a victim. We want to make sure that not only are we safe, but those around us are safe, and maybe even aware, because maybe you were unaware. Um, I'll be transparent with you this week and let you know what category that I was scammed in. Um, Especially now that it's tax time, this is a time that they really kick into full force. And a lot of us are moving so fast because we got the money and we want this and that and this and the other. We're not paying no attention and they just get it. They get it. They snatch it right from up under us. So be careful. So as I mentioned, oh yeah, I wanted to drop the secret word today for those of you who know about the monthly giveaway. You know what I'm talking about. So today's secret word is remember. All right. Today's secret word is remember. All right. So, as always, I like to end this thing off by talking about our kingdom builders. It's just, it's just a group of my friends who not only love the Lord, but um, everything that they do is for the Lord. And it's funny because their channels are even um, given the same energy. And just because my group of friends are kingdom builders doesn't mean that they all talk about God on their channel all day long. It doesn't mean that they hoot and holler and try to get you to come over to Christ and tell you about the last days. Um, Although some of us do. But hey, Ben Miller, thanks for coming in. But the point is, each and every one of us not only know God, we love God, we have God in our heart, we live for God, we work for God, we fear God, and everything that we do, it just shines a different type of light. It's just nothing but motivation, nothing but positivity and just fun. So, you could be a kingdom builder without, you know, doing it in the image of the way that a lot of people might think. Um, I'm going to be having a conversation this week very soon. Good morning, Carl. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you here. Um, I'll be having a conversation this week. That's a very needed conversation. So I hope you turn on your bell so that you can join me. But I'm going to be touching on that a little bit just because, um, yeah, yeah, there's no community out here that's talking about God. So, if you love the Lord as much as I do, as much as we do, join us. Right now, we got a morning lineup right here. It starts with me at 6:15. And then we'll go over to Frugal Mama. She does a lot of different things. She's always a ball of energy and she's such a motivation. And then we'll go to Uniq Speaks for morning prayer. She'll help us set the tone for the day. She's going to bring a word from God first, and then she's going to pray. So be prepared. There's no rush. After that, we'll go over to Miss B and fam. Miss B is knocking out the devil, and she's keeping our minds busy and sharp first thing in the morning. And then Mr. Steve Gilmore is keeping us woke. He's letting us know about day-to-day events, and he's really uh, he's wanting us to be aware. He's wanting us to open our eyes. He's really trying to get a message out to us. So don't sleep on Mr. Steve Gilmore. Hey, 1B, thanks for coming in. Out on a walk with the puppy. So that's where it starts, right here in the morning. But there's so many more kingdom builders that are being interviewed every single week. There's Drea Lachey, there's Consume the Goodness, there's Tyrese Ty Get It. Let's talk about it with Anita. Um, One Busy Mama is a kingdom builder. Uh, Everybody, like there's so many more. And like I said, they're all gonna they're everybody's just doing things in their own way, but they're staying consistent, they're staying true, they're being genuine and and that's just all you want. You don't want anything that's not gonna be consistent and not be true each and every time that you go there. Um, there's no shade. There's a lot of shade on YouTube nowadays. But anyway, I appreciate you all for being here. The one, the seven of you, the eight of you, the 8 million of you. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Gotta get baby ready. Gotta get Nene get out the door. And this week's weekly vlog is gonna shine some light on the changes that are happening in my house this week. They're good changes. I just can't share yet, but I will. So stay tuned for that. Everybody's saying, hey, all right, y'all. It's cold here. Oh, it's cold here, you. It's cold here too. I cannot talk this morning. It's 27 degrees in Indiana. I know you're in Florida. It's probably nicer than that. But yeah. I'm just waiting around to see if y'all gonna say something else. 'Cause I like chatting with you. All right. Stay tuned. And yeah, stay humble, stay encouraged, stay you. 43. Woo. That's beautiful. That would be beautiful right now. Stay humble, stay encouraged, stay you. That's it. That's all. As always, remember, be true to yourself. Because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye bye.